Hi guys, Richard Matheru here, and in today's video it's kind of a light-hearted look at something, but I kind of using it to this light-hearted approach to emphasise a really serious point actually that'll kind of make you think about the way you're approaching things right now and give you some reasons why you're not having the success that you wish to if that's the situation that you're in, and also how you can kind of use this information to go out there and turn things around and change things and go and make some progress. So I'm talking about Toedipperitus. Now obviously that's a completely made-up word, and those of you that do your SEO and your keyword, you're thinking, why on earth has he called his post that? He's never going to rank for anything, but I don't really care about that kind of stuff that much. I come from more of a place of value, so keep your hair on. What's Toedipperitus? Well, what defines someone who's a toe dipper, for instance? Well, if you're at the kind of the minimum level of investment in your company, whatever that is, and in terms of your education, in terms of your time maybe, yet even though it's not because you lack the money, you're still probably going out there and spending your money or your time or your effort on activities that aren't actually moving you forward in life. So even though you kind of say, no, I don't really want to go and get a mentor or move up my package in my company or advertising or whatever it be, something that would be an investment, maybe even your time, maybe even putting a routine together, generally getting serious about building a business. You still probably go out there watching TV soaps, which is the bad investment of your time, obviously, or you're still out there buying maybe more takeaway meals than you perhaps need to, or frittling away on the latest gadgets and stuff, and you don't really need that stuff right now because you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole. So that's kind of the number one point. Look at how you're putting your energy, your time, your money into your company. Is it kind of the minimum you can get away with because you're kind of lacking a bit of belief in something, yet even though you're claiming not to have much time and money, you're using it in this area that really is inhibiting you as opposed to progressing you? What else kind of defines a toe dipper? Well, if you're somebody that kind of has an attitude that people are out to get them. This is kind of a crossover into a lack mentality, I get, but you tend to find the same with toe dippers. The reason why you haven't invested more of your time or you haven't invested more of your money is because you feel that the chances of you getting success aren't very high or aren't high enough. People are out to sting you, or you don't really feel that the results that others are getting are for you, but yet you haven't actually repeated their actions. This is the final and most important point of a toe dipper. Even though they're somebody, and maybe you have to say you're guilty of this too, that puts the minimum in, they expect the maximum out. So right now, if you're at the very bottom level of your company, if you haven't got a mentor, if you're not putting any consistent business building activities or routine together every single day, yet still you're looking at people like myself and other leaders out there and saying, wow, they've got massive results in a short space of time, I want to do what they do. Well, guess what? We backed ourselves. I backed myself big time. I didn't know if it was going to work out. I had no experience or budget at the time, but I still backed myself emotionally and in terms of energy, because I knew that no matter what, that was the path I had chosen. So, God damn it, I was going to make sure that it worked. And you need to have that kind of bloody mindedness and appreciate that if you want the results of a certain person, if right now you're looking at someone as an example of who has the results that you want, well then go out there and repeat their actions. And if they say they used this system and they put this time and they did this course or whatever it may be, go and do it. Don't question it. Go and do it. Why if Richard Branson came to you and you said, I want to be just like you, I want to have the same company, he said, well, right, I did this and this, you wouldn't turn around and say, well, I'm not too sure about that, Richard, I don't think it's going to work for me. I'm going to go watch a bit of TV and maybe I'll watch a training course, maybe I won't, but I'll see how, I'll try, I'll dip my toe in and see how it goes. You wouldn't. You'd say, well, thanks for the advice, I'm going to do what you do, and that way I'm going to get similar kind of results. It's a big foundation of this industry, isn't it? The fact that it's kind of like a franchise, but a fraction of the cost. You have everything in place that's working for thousands of people. You've just got to plug into that, put the ego aside instead of trying to do it all for yourself, and plug into that and just apply the time and effort and whatever money that is that you can realistically and honestly spare. So steer clear of Toedipperitus. It's a long, long, hard road to disappointment. Instead, roll your sleeves up, get your attitude right, head into this weekend. It's Friday today with some energy, and go out there and create a day that counts, guys. So I hope you had a bit of a laugh and learned something from this. I'll see you on Monday. I always take the weekend off. Catch you later, guys.